you're subscribed to that as well. But let's cue up the marker. Thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. Today in this next topic, we're going to talk about how Tesla is sending refund checks out, but really only for a certain buyer that purchased this past December. And we'll go through how you potentially could be getting that check as well if you are within that time frame. And so we'll talk about it. And I've got screenshots, I got photo evidence proof of this check actually being received by someone who actually sent to me. So thank you to them. Shout out to them for sure. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. And shout out to Ming for sending me out this screenshot of the check, which I will show you as well. But first, let's go through a little story time. So it's December. If you don't know, if you're a new Tesla buyer and you place your order, December was a crazy time. The Model Y was what, $11,000, $12,000 more than what it is right now. The Model 3 was $3,000 more. Prices were just a lot more back then. But in December, on December 1st, they instituted a $3,750 discount on December 1st. And this was to kind of combat the tax credit that they knew a lot of people were pushing their orders off to next year because of this looming potential tax credit that was going to happen or not happen. We didn't know back then. It was very unclear. We actually didn't know until about December 29th is when we actually found out that the Model Y, actually no, it was I think a little bit later that the Model Y would actually qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. But around December 21st, Tesla upped the ante. We can only speculate that they needed more sales. They needed more units to hit their Q4 goal. And it actually was about right, because at the end of the day, they needed to hit like 430,000 units or something like that by Q4. And they came in around 407,000 units. So around December 21st, they upped the ante. They said everybody who wants to buy a Model 3 or Model Y can get a $7,500 discount and free supercharging for 2 years, 10,000 miles. And this was a pretty big time. It was crazy. There was a lot of people trying to go and try and lock down a Tesla vehicle. And so I tell this story because if you are on the cusp of buying a car right now, or you have a pending order, they usually do stuff like this, whether it's a charging or free charging option credit, discount of some sort, all the ways around the last month of each quarter. And you've heard me probably say on the channel a lot that we talk about how March is going to be a very exciting time for various reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is that because it's the last month of the first quarter, Tesla has to hit a number, Tesla has to sell vehicles, and so we'll start to see, will Tesla show what's under their armor? Because if there's some discounts, that means they need to hit their sales goals. And so they instituted this $7,500 discount, upping it from $3,750 on December 21st. I know this article says December 22nd, but that was because it was posted a day later. And so there was a time right there where a lot of people bought a vehicle on December 21st when they initiated the discount, because they didn't announce it until like 5 p.m. I say PST on that 21st. And so there's people that took delivery on the 21st at a $3,750 discount instead of a $7,500 discount. And so a lot of people felt slighted. And I was starting to get a lot of people commenting and sending me messages saying that they talked to their Tesla rep, and the Tesla rep could figure out a way to, or that Tesla was going to retroactively send the extra $3,750 discount to them instead. So this is pretty crazy, because I've never, believed that Tesla would do anything like that, but we've got photo evidence and photo proof now. So you can see right here, unless this is a really good Photoshop here, but of course it's lopsided. So sorry. So we got Tesla right here on the side. We've got Tesla to the viewer. So shout out to Ming for sending it. And then we got a memo here, Q4 2022, December delivery incentive. We've got another picture here. It shows from Tesla to, of course, the blurred out picture there, but I mean, photo evidence. So this is pretty crazy that like Tesla actually came through, actually sent the difference of the $3,750. You got $4,400, probably some extra change for fees or something like that. But that's pretty crazy that Tesla actually came through and do this. And this is hopeful news, because if Tesla were to do something like this for all the December people, or anybody that has a a lower price or a higher price, we could, they've definitely got it in their wheelhouse. And I would say give them some time, like to give them time to make it up, to make it up to customers in the past. But if you felt like you feel slighted last year, you paid a higher price than their current price now, we do have a change.org petition running. It's actually change.org/Tesla refund. So if you want to sign it and support the cause, we've got over 7,500 signatures now. So Tesla really can't ignore us anymore. But I really feel like anybody that paid a higher price last year from Tesla should get some sort of feature or some sort of, full self-driving supercharger or anything, so that, because there's a lot of people out there that probably bought a Tesla last year that, feels a little slighted and definitely has a bad taste in their mouth with Tesla. And so this would be a great way for Tesla to excite them, get them excited with the brand again, whether it's full self-driving or whatever a cool feature is. And so that hopefully they can rewrite how people are feeling about Tesla. So definitely check it out. But, at the end of the day, I was definitely surprised that Tesla sent out these refund checks. I did not believe that they would do that. So if you bought on December 21st, like, make sure you contact your Tesla rep, make sure to call them, go into the store or something to make sure you get your check at the end of the day. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're in the camp that was bought on December 21st. I mean, at this point, it doesn't hurt to try and ask, right? Just make a case for anything, because I'm always in the camp of believing of just asking. And so, definitely worth a shot at the end of the day. But we're going to jump in some of the comments and some of the questions. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to 6 or 7 credit unions on that list that have interest rates and financing rates as low as 3.2% to 4% from 60 to 80 months. And as an added benefit to my Patreon, I respond to all DMs with questions one-on-one in the Patreon app for all my members. So definitely check out if you're interested. And thank you to everybody else that has supported. All right, water break.